here in this area, which is 2360. All right. Those of you that are trading on the futures charts, I want to show you how to get in there as well. Go back over here. All right. So the futures chart, I'm looking at contract GCM4. So your market right now is at 69 and this one is at 60. So this one is 9 points higher, okay? Which is really important. Now, what letter or shape do you see getting ready to happen?
It's going to form an M.
Definitely forming an M, okay? So our wolf scanner is at 63. Futures, this is just for those who are trading. Futures is at 69. Hmm. Okay, so it's been about 6 points all day long, okay? So if I'm blocking this one, the other one is higher, okay? So if I were to go down, this is going to be at about 66 is where I'm going to look to put the barrier. Okay. So I'm going to move this up here and I'm going to put it at, what's different? I'm going to put this one at 66, which is right about here. You can see your numbers on the side. Okay. So 66 is looking to be my barrier. And this one is at 53. So what is my barrier? If Wolf says 53 and I'm in a futures account or anybody, your broker is different. Does anybody know how do I get the number for my barrier? It's at 53 over here, but my other one is it's 6 points higher.
You can add 6 to your Wolf Rush.
Exactly. I'm gonna add 6 to the broker that's higher, right? Because Wolf Rush is where I want to be. So this is going to be at 59 because Wolf Rush is at 53. So I'm going to add 6 to that 53. Okay. Does that make sense? How I'm doing the math? And you should be doing that with all your brokers because your broker is going to be different. Some brokers are the same, but especially if you're doing indices. So anyway, this should look like this now, right? This is wicking down here. These are both on the 15-minute chart. Okay. So it's about an estimate, but this is a zone right here where I know I'm going to get turbulence. So I'm going to remember that it's going to be chaotic in that area. All right. So I have that marked off. I'm going to take these additional lines. Now I want to look for my zone. Okay. I know that if the market continues to buy up, I want to see where is the market consolidating in here. And if you look here, the consolidation is where the majority of the candles are. And as you can see, it's consolidating nicely right in here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab me a horizontal line because this is for a buy. Sorry, that didn't work. Try that again. Because it's for a buy, I'm going to change it to blue. So that I know, all right, that this is a buy I'm looking to get into. All right, so this is right about in here. Now, those of you who are trading futures, okay, the market right now is at 68. I'm gonna look at about 73. All right, and so now I'm gonna scrunch my screen in. All right, bring that screen in. I'm gonna take all these extra lines off so you guys are not looking at a lot of lines. All right. We know that these white lines is our area of resistance. We know that blue line is where we're looking to get in for a buy stop if the market buys back up. So I'm going to look over here. You got to keep going to the left. The beautiful thing about the market is it repeats itself, it repeats itself, it repeats itself. Okay. So I'm looking over here for this heavy consolidation. Do you see this? This is heavy. And now I'm going to say, okay, do I want to get in at 73 for the buy, right? Because I want to make sure that the candles are for sure going through. I'm going to pull this down about right here because I want to make sure that on this line, all those candles are pushing. All right. So it's looking like I really want to get in this at about 69. Do you see that? Oh, wait, what is the blue? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, the blue is at about 71.3. All right, 71.3. So those of you doing futures, you would just literally scroll. Is Merlin on? Scroll and you're going to find 71.3. And I would say anywhere in there is fine. Okay. Once you find 71.3, you're simply going to, let me put it on there, click your screen and it's going to say sell limit or buy limit. Okay. And then I'm just going to press buy stop because that's a buy stop. And so now my pending order, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. One
Morning,
second.
Dr. Elect.
Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. So my blue line is at 71.3. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to press, and then I'm going to press buy stop. Did everybody see how I did that? Okay, and so now my buy stop is here, 2371.4 to 2371. All right, and then if I want to do that in my Forex account, the only thing I'm going to do is what? Does anybody remember? What's the difference, guys?
6 points. Back.
Uh-huh. Yes, y'all got to know how to do that. Okay. So remember, my futures account is 6 points higher. So if I'm going to get in at 71, okay, I'm going to subtract 6 from 71, which is 65. So the Forex trade for the buy stop is 2365. Okay. That is how I am calculating that. So I am going to get in my Forex account. My buy stop is 2365 to 2366 because I take 1 point on Forex. Okay. All right. So that's my buy stop. Now I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to do a deeper analysis. Okay. Again, on the 15-minute chart, this is definitely looking like it's setting up for a sale, right? It looks like I'm cool to sell down to about 60, which has been a consistent zone, but I want to see what it's going to do on a shorter time frame. So I'm going to go down here and check it out. In the shorter time frame, it is still got some sale momentum in it. All right. And it's at 62 in here to about 60 on the 1 minute time frame. I definitely am not trying to get in a sale until it hits here because it's hitting the top of these boxes. Please remember the beauty of the AI technology that it is showing you don't trade here, don't trade here. Now you can trade in here if you want, but it's telling you don't go past the box. Don't go past 2360, okay? Until it breaks out. If it make a candle underneath here, cool. You're good to go ahead and sell all the way down, right? If not, then that's fine. You want to keep trading in the zone here, you can. Okay. But it's letting you know your major areas of resistance. Questions? No, no questions. You guys good to go on futures? You got to talk to me because I don't know.
I'm good. Yes.
All right, very good. Now, if I'm going to trade in this zone, let's look at our heavy consolidation here. If I were to trade in this zone, I want to make sure I'm in a good spot. So here I'm gonna look to get in at about 2363.4, okay, on futures. And how am I choosing this area? I'm looking for where are the candles? Where are the candles? That's all I care about. Where are the candles hanging out? They're hanging out right in here, okay? Where's the market definitely gonna shoot through? Okay, and as you can see, it's consistently shooting through this area right here. I could pull this down a little bit more too, because in here is nice and meaty, plenty of candles going up and down, right? So that's 2363 is where I got in for that sell stop, point 0.5. And if I want to put it in my Forex account, I'm going to subtract 6, which is 2357.5, which I do believe is already a trade that I have given you all. And I'm going to go 2357.5 to 56.5 for my sales stop. All right. Now, so there you have it here. These are major areas of resistance. Okay. This is my big zone. I'm not waiting. I'm not expecting this market to truly sail down until it comes underneath that white line. Okay. And then right now, if you look here, this is the same as what we're looking at Wolf. This thing is just wicking out right here. It's just wicking out. It's pushing, right? But it ain't pushed. It's just wicking out. So that's why we ain't trying to get no trades up here because we're not trying to be wicked into the trade and then the market turn around and buy all the way up here. We're trying to avoid that as much as possible. All right. Now, another thing I want to make sure that you're doing is that you're looking at FinViz. Now, if I look at FinViz right now, whatever color FinViz is for gold, you want to make sure that you are riding that color. Okay. So if I catch a sale, right, you can really make up your mind. I'm only going to go in the direction of the market. I'm only looking at buys, right? Or you can catch some things in between, or I'm only looking at sales. So you really need to determine that so that you are not drug on the playground. So right now, according to FinViz, the market is doing what for gold?
Buying.
Is
Mm,
buying, right? So I would strongly be looking at those areas above the white zone. Okay. And so that's why I have this trade in here. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to look here to see, okay, is the market going to turn around? If it does turn around, I'm looking to get in here. Where can I get in higher? I've already marked up this chart. So I gave you guys the buy stops that I was looking at. These are the zones. And I'm going to drop them so that you can see the zones. And of course, you want to do your own analysis for your own accuracy. Okay. So these are the zones. So now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at Auroras because it's just maybe easier for you all to use this technology. We have so many options to help you to be successful, to say the least. Okay. So here we're going to go to the 15-minute chart. All right. I hope you guys have your numbers too. And then I will add the other one. So on here, when I'm looking at this chart, I just like to mark where the market is right now, which is right here. Okay. I'm going to switch these candles to Hakanashi. All right, because I like to see those patterns, beautiful patterns. Okay, so even if I'm looking in here, this is beautiful right in here. Okay, for a buy stop, this is beautiful right here. Okay, and so right here, why did I choose this area? Does anybody know? Why did I pick right here? And what's the coordinate on that one? So I'm going to take that one at 66. All right, we're gonna go 66, and this one should be 67. I only trade gold in 1 point. That is the quickest and easiest way to get out of gold. 66 to 67. Talk to me. And that's on the regular Forex. Does anybody know why I chose that area?
Because it looks like an ETG.
Both of you were talking. I couldn't hear. I'm sorry.
I heard Jay.
You have a lot of consolidation right there.
Yeah, a lot of nice consolidation right there. Lots of consolidation going on in here in this market. And then again, I can always go ahead and say, okay, were you right about that? And I go and I look to my left and look, bam, okay, it's all in my zone. All right. And then if I see like there were more candles in here, then I adjust it. Okay. But listen to me, it repeats itself over and over and over again. So that's why you always want to scroll back and check the history, because based on the history, the market is consistently moving in that direction when the market is in that area. Does that make sense? We're not looking for the area where the market shoots. We're looking for the area where the market is consolidating. Okay. When the market comes all the way up there, where are you? What are you going to do? Okay. And we know that based off what it's done before. All right. Now, another thing I want you to pay attention to on Finviz, you see how this is like bright green? That means that's a super strong buy. When it starts to become black, that means that it's transitioning to a different color. So be mindful of that as well. Do we have any news today? We really want to be mindful of that.
Yeah, news at 8:30.
Oh,
And
okay.
good
Hey, good
morning, by the
morning.
way.
Good morning. Yes, so this is getting ready to cause the market to shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. All right. So let's get ready for that in 5 minutes. And then again, let's go back over here to Wolf, because Wolf is going to be your best indicator for news trading. If you're going to trade during the news before or after, Wolf is going to tell you, because it's going to tell you where your barriers are. So you want to pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to the fact I got a barrier up here, I got a barrier down here. So what does that mean? Is this going to bounce and then sell? Or is this going to push through? Well, it's got to do a lot of pushing to get all the way through here with a solid candle. Okay. So I just added those numbers. What was that? 66 to 67 if we're looking to buy up. All right. Questions. Does anybody have questions? And then we did have 65 to 66. So that whole little area might be plush. And then we did have a sale stop, but I have all my sale stops in, so I have no clue which one I just gave you. Okay. Questions. And any questions, those of you who are trading futures on your pending order, do you understand more clearly now how to put in a pending order?
I understand how to put a pending order in. And there've been a few occasions where when I put in the pending order and it activates, um, and it finishes, it will put me like just say negative $12, depending on how I have my ticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it'll put me in the positive. And I don't understand why it does that. And it's done that on several occasions.
Mm-hmm. It's a live account or a demo?
It's uh it's one of the challenges, the one of those accounts.
Yeah, but I think you need to look and see if it says sinus or practice at the top.
Sonus.
Okay, so that's a live account. Huh. And you
It's
saying
strange and I don't understand why,
how many
so
ticks
I
do
have
you
to
have?
manually put it in,
How many
like just
ticks? How many ticks? And those of you who are new to the word ticks, ticks are to futures what pips is to forex. How many
Right
ticks do you have?
right now I have it at 4 ticks
And how many
because I don't
contracts?
want it to go negative too much.
How many contracts though?
It is 3 contracts.
Yeah. And how much is that count?
It's 50.
Yeah, that's why. You don't want to do 3 contracts on a $50,000 account. So you want to be
Do
mindful
I
of that
change that to
because that's going to
one?
go negative super fast, right? So my
Okay.
recommendation, of course, you all do whatever you want to do, is 1 contract 50,000, 2 contracts for 100, and 3 contracts for 150 for proper risk management.
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, I wanted to mention in the position that I'm in, I can only do the micro mini. So that's where I'm at. I can't do the
Yeah, but we all are trading. If you're trading gold, you should be trading GCM4.
no matter what. Okay.
Yeah, unless you trade in something different. Do you see what I'm saying? We're trading
Okay.
GCM4 or you can trade GCK4.
Okay. So I'll just switch to that and okay,
Yeah,
I'll
see,
do
so
that.
all of those things could be affecting it, right?
Okay.
So I would
Thank you.
get the success doing 1 contract, and then once you see, okay, I'm beating 1 contract down, then take it up to another contract. I would not trade more than 2 contracts on a $50,000 account
I
for
follow.
consistency. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? That was a good
Stop
question. Look at
filled.
it. The market drop. Y'all see that news? All right.
I've got,
And I
I've
think we
got a
got a
question
trade
for you.
activated here. Let's see what she's going to do. Let's go back over here to Wolf. All right. We got another area of resistance that just created. Did a trade activate? What area is it in now? It will pull back on that 60. We know it's been hanging out that 58. I know Jared has been swimming in 58.60 for quite some time. All right, so the market is selling, it's pushing and pulling. We can watch this on the lower time frame. Again, it just gave us a new barrier of resistance. It's telling us when you see that yellow box, do not believe that this market is truly going to sell until it creates a candle underneath that yellow box. Does that make sense? Other than that, for now, the market is just going to push and pull. Any questions about that? You see how it just turned the
Stop
other way?
filled.
Look at that, cleared. Did anybody see that? Look at
Order
this
filled.
candle glory. What did it do? Went to 15 minute. Look how that thing just shot up to the moon, Linda. All right, and your buy stop should have cleared. Who cleared? From Aurora's, I gave you 65 to 66. It cleared in one breath. 65 to 66 cleared, 68 to 69 cleared. Did y'all not put your trades in? Done. Kalas. Look at our zone. Kalas. Y'all got to talk to me. Did you not put the trade in?
I cleared.
You cleared. Okay, very good. Who else? Talk to me. Cleared. This
I
thing went from
unfortunately wasn't
here to
able to get
here,
it to
back
work.
up. Huh?
I wish I could. If I wasn't at work.
Oh, that's a Forex account. Oh, all
No,
right.
no, no. Yeah, no. I'm just in the middle of work, pushing equipment and stuff, so I wasn't able to put my trades in yet.
All right, so do we see this here? Again, this market was a buyer's market. It flipped on us. There was our resistance in here, okay? So again, let's go back over to Roris and look at our buy zones. All right, so it came down, it was playing in this area, and it came back up here, okay? And so what was that next trade? Where is the market now? The market is at 69. All right, 68 to 69. And then I'm going to give you one in the 70s. 81 to 82 is already there. 92 to 93 is already there. So let's look for one in the 70s really quickly, and that will be my last one. Does anybody have any questions? This consolidation area right here is really good.
I got a quick question for you. Oh, no. So on the futures account, what's the difference between the market stop and a limit? Because I have both those options.
It depends on where the market is. You can't put in both those options. So if I'm here and I want I want to get into a buy stop, that means I'm looking for the market to buy up. A buy limit means I'm looking for the market to come back to where it already is. So a
Gotcha.
stop, I'm looking
Okay.
for the market to go there. A limit, it has already been there.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
It's the position of where is price right now. All right, so we're looking at 73 to 74. Let me fact check that. Ooh, it's a nice area up here. I want to pull that up. Let's try 75. We can go up a little higher. All right, let's try 74 to 75. That looks like a good zone. And then we're just going to look on Wolf at the areas of resistance. 20, what did I say? 2374 to 2375. And so now we're just going to look over here on Wolf. All right, this thing is stalling out right in there. So we want to be mindful of that. All right, that candle was crazy. That was real crazy. And again, futures told us to look at what? Buys, right? Look at buys, look at buys, look at buys until it turns black. It turns black, hold up. Okay. Hold up until it turns red. Okay. So right now it's still saying look for buys. Does that make sense on how you can use FinViz as another indicator? So we're going to run into resistance at 74. 74. What did I say to enter that trade? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought I put it in there. What was the trade I just said? Was it 74 to 75? 74 to 75. You got a little bit of resistance
Yeah,
coming
that's what you
in
said.
at 74. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna take it down to get out that trade by 74. Huh. Yeah, let me look at 71.5. Let me see what that looks like. I'm either going to do 71.5 or 72. That's not bad. I'll take that up to 72. Yeah. Okay. Again, I'm strictly looking at the consolidation. I just want to make sure those candles are going through nicely. And they are right in here. Okay. And I want to get out of that trade before it does its resistance. I mean, we could go up to 74, but I would rather, if it's going to spike up, that you would be out of the trade. So I'm just going to change that to 72 to 73. Any questions?
No.
64 to 65, 372 to 23. Please make sure you're writing it down. Those are the zones that we're going to look at. Okay, so we're looking at that zone. It's a lot of meat up here. So let's go ahead and look at a zone up here. We know that we want to see it break above 74. Okay. Yep. And that's at about 80. And we already got the zone for 80, 81.5 to 82.5. So we already know that that's good. This area, if it breaks above there, it's going to be nice. What is it doing right now? Let's go back down here. It's making a U. So it's creating a whole nother zone. It's going to come back down to that 60 area. Hmm. Yeah, it's will be interesting to see in a moment if it flips here with these three. We know that we look for 3 to 4 candles, so we want to see if it turns around. This is crazy right here. Questions? You guys don't have any questions? Let me check the chat.
Top of the morning.
Good morning.
So on Top Step, I figured out how to do the stock market buy. I'm not sure.
Recording stopped.
Are you still there?
I'm there.
Okay. I'm not sure how to set the take profit and the stop loss.
Um, that's a completely different. I have a video for that. You have to set up your ATM. Have you set your ATM up?
I have not, but if you can like send the video, I can watch it. So you don't have to like like re-explain all that.
Yeah, you need to set up your ATM in order to set up your ticks, because it's not a stop loss. I mean, it's not a take profit like that. The instead of pips is ticks. And so we are
Okay.
trading gold on Top Step. And the contract is going to be GCM5. Do you have that up?
I got it up.
Okay, so you're going to add your contract here. Here where it says ATM, you're going to press this and you're going to turn your ATM on. And you're going to put ticks into about 5 ticks. If you want to put a stop loss in, you can put that in. Okay. So take
Okay.
profit or take profit and a stop loss. I only have a take profit in on this setting, but I have multiple settings. Okay. And
Yes.
you're going to do your ticks. Now, you
Okay.
can also set a dollar amount of where you want to go. And then once you do that, you press save. And then when you get ready to get in and out of your trades, however you've labeled it, that's what you're going to click on. Does that make sense? This is your
It does.
contract up here. 50,000. I recommend one contract. 100,000, two, 153.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. And then once that's set up, it is set it and forget it. I mean, you can always exit the trade by pressing this button right here. Always. Okay? You can always do that. But once you place your trade, your ticks will take you out. That is your TP. That's a good question. All right, our market is stalling out because of the news is causing it to, do what it's doing now. Let's take a quick look over at indices. And then I've got a roll. Okay, so indices did the exact same thing as gold. All right, and now it's doing the exact same thing, right? It's doing that slow creep to come back around. I would keep my eye on that. When you're looking at FinViz, your indices are on here. This is the Dow Jones, that's your US 30, and the NAS 100 is here right now. All of them, including gold, have very strong buy momentum. So I will be looking at the scanners to buy. All right. And then make sure you can also add your wolf idea. And then that way you can see if the market is aligned. So again, this is looking on gold. It needs to give us, we got some strong buy momentum, right? We got a blue, a dark blue, and a dark blue fractal. We need another candle, and I don't mind waiting for that. In 2 minutes, we want to see what that candle is going to be. Any questions while we're waiting for the next candle? Ooh, it's going back and forth. So it's going to be interesting to see what that ends up being. All right. And then on NAS, oh, we got a wolf idea on NAS. So this is saying that NAS is going to sail down. Okay. Right now it's going to sail down, but we know oh no, it bought up. Sorry. It said a long time ago that it was going to buy. Okay. And it did exactly that. So it needs another candle above here if NAS is going to continue to buy up. Questions? Any other questions?
Dr. Lay, really quick, what's the name of the website that you was just in where you checked the strong buy?
Finviz?
Yes. What's the name of it again? I'm sorry.
Finviz?
FinBiz? Okay.
Yeah, it's in the chats.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And so there should, in the pinned messages, you can see Finviz. I'll forward it to everybody. And you definitely, if you just trade this color right here, you will get out alive. I'll tell you that much. Except for when it's black, right? When it's black, you're just gonna chill while it's changing colors. But right now, it's really clear the direction that we want to look to trade. Okay, and so again, these are resetting. We got 30 seconds. We want to see that new candle. We want to see what those new candles are going to look like. We're always looking for flat bottoms and flat tops. We do not trade on dojis. We do not trade on dojis. We're always looking for flat bottoms and flat tops. So we got 11 seconds. Ooh, and we got a bank. All right. We've got a bank coming in. So there's 3 seconds and we're at 69. What was our entry on that? We're about to enter. You should have entered on trade, should have activated and hit for the buy that I gave you from Aurora's. Cleared. Did you not clear the one from Aurora? It should have cleared. The market is at 75. That trade was 72. It went up. Halas, that's done. All right. That was goodness gracious, my brain. 72 to 73. All right, there it is right there. It has cleared. 72 to 73 has cleared. The next one is 81.5 to 82.5. And this is why I like Aurora's. Aurora's is just cleaner for me for the markup and just cleaner to see. And then you can add it, and Aurora's will give you these zones. If you don't know how to create the zones, Aurora's will give it to you in 5 points, 10 and 50. I mean, yeah, 5, 10, and 25. All right, very good. You cleared on gold. Thank you for letting me know.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
On the futures bar chart, when you go to move it like around so you can see like the bottom of the bar, is there a way, and then you click on, away from it, it kind of resets it to before you moved it. Is there a way to stop it from doing
You
that?
really have to do this with the control futures with a mouse is the best. I'm just pushing in and out on the side. I take
Mhm.
everything off my futures chart and then I move it around from the inside. So I'm moving this now in here and then over here. I don't know
Okay.
what you do with the bar
So
chart.
just like how you're doing that, and then you go click just just say in a different spot of that page,
Yeah,
it'll reset it to the beginning of
I it's not doing that on mine.
hmm. Okay, it must be some type of setting that just like resets it back to its original form.
You might need to just close everything out. I remember we did that a long time ago. Um, so that it would stay. Let me think about that and then I'll figure out what we did. I don't remember right now off the top of my head. Yeah.
Dr. LA, those two EMAs right there, the yellow and the purple, what are those numbers?
Five
I
and
don't remember.
seven.
5 and 7?
The purple is
Okay,
7.
okay, thank you.
And the yellow, I believe, is 5. No, 17. I'm only buying above the purple, only selling below the purple. Okay. So where are we? I didn't put my trade in on my futures chart. And we're good here. Okay, so we're good on a buy again. For gold, there's your flat bottom. You're looking good. Your next buy stop on gold is 81.5 to 82.5. All right. And then the market is going to drop. It's going to push and pull right back up. It's going to go right back into the zones that we already had. And I believe the one that I really was liking, but I wanted to get you out. I wanted if that candle to shot up, I wanted you to be done, right? And you see how now it's playing at 74. And I knew that it would play at 74 because this is where that red line is. Do y'all see that? Do not sleep on your technology. Use your technology and respect it. Because sure enough, it wigged. So some of y'all would have got paid, some of y'all wouldn't. So that's why I didn't take that trade up here and pulled it back down. Does that make sense? Any questions about that? So just make sure you use the technology as the moral of that story. Because it will tell you where the market is going to stall out and nobody wants to be on the side of the road. Okay. So that last trade, again, you can put these trades in. The market is going to push and pull. These trades are going to work all week long. Watch. Um, and that last one was 72 to 73. And the way they go up is the exact same way they're going to come down. Questions? Any questions? Are we good to go here?
Good.
No questions.
Okay, and all your sell stops are good. And again, I marked these charts up. I'm showing you how I marked them up now, but I marked these charts up um, on Sunday. Actually, I think it was Saturday. Okay. So those of you who are busy, you can mark the charts up. I will do this every weekend and give you the ideas for the week. They're going to be called zones. And you can place them as pending orders if you want to or not. Pay attention to this color, right? I will only put pending orders in if I go and I look and I'm like, okay, today during this session, gold is appearing to buy, right? You want to look at it every session. If you're going to trade London, you want to check. New York, check. Asian, check, because it's going to change. It's not going to stay the same. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that. And then whatever compound your nail gives you, you want to keep that because the market is going to continue to go up and down in that area. Okay, so that's why the compound is still on there as well. Any questions? So the only one, the market has not dropped down to the 30s. If you see the numbers that are in the telegrams, and the market has not gone all the way up to the 80s yet. So it may hang out in the 70s, which is fine. And if it does, you know where we're trading in the zone for the 70s. So that's going to be my goal for this weekend is to give you at least 4 in each zone. What does that mean? From 40 to 50, one trade in there. From 50 to 60, one trade in there. From 60 to 70, one trade in there. That is a specific zone where the market has consolidated. So if you look and it says it's buying for this session as of now, then that's the trade that you want to focus on. You don't have to put in all the trades. You just want to look, okay, the market is between, like right now, it's between 70 and 80. So if the market is between 70 and 80, can somebody tell me what trade we're looking at for 70 and 80? What zone?
The 81 to 82?
No, 70 to 80.
70 to 80, okay.
72 to
Because the high
73.
is 80, the low is 70. So what was the trade?
72, 73.
Very good. That is the trade, okay? Because that is in that zone. And then Izzy, for 80 to 90, what trade are we looking at?
That would be the 81 to 82.
81.5 to 82.5. Very
Mm-hmm.
good. And then the next one is 90 to 100. That is 92.5 to 93.5. This is in the Telegram. If for those of you like, where are they looking at these numbers? It's in Telegram. Okay. So again, I'm going to consistently for this summer, starting this weekend, mark up charts on the weekends and get those zones. And when I'm marking these charts up, I'm doing what I just did right before you. I'm just looking at Auroras in particular because I like Auroras the best. And I'm looking to see where is the market consolidating. I'm looking at where is it consolidating right now, but then I'm also going back. And you could do this on anything. Let's be clear. I'm going back and looking like, okay, cool, it consolidated there. That's a good area. And then I'm going over to Wolf. Wolf will still tell you on the weekend, these are your areas of resistance. Okay. And so I'm going to say, all right, it's going to give them problems here. It's going to give them problems here. I'm not really trying to put them here. I want them out that trade before it pushes up here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes
Yes.
sense.
Yep.
All right, well, you have your gold, and you can do the same thing on indices. If somebody wants to mark yourself up on indices, you're going to do the same thing. But do you know how many points you're going to look for on indices? You're not looking for 1 point, right? How many points on indices?
5 to 10 on Forex.
Yes, you're looking for a 5 point zone, okay? Because you want to get in and you want to get out. So you could do the exact same thing. You're coming over here looking for your major areas of consolidation. And to be quite honest with you, these boxes are major areas of consolidation. So it's easier to just use the box on indices. All right. And so this one right here is at 87. Okay, and it goes all the way up to almost, this is a 20 point zone. You don't want that much. Don't be greedy. You only want 5. So I would take the direct middle. We'll go right in here. And my zone here would be 90 to 95 and 95 to 90. I would take the middle of the box. So you can get zones based on the breaks. Because the market, no matter what, that's why these breaks are here. It's telling you the market is going to go up, it's going to come down right through it. It's not lying to you because these are your major areas of resistance. It's consolidation. That's what we're looking for when we're looking for our zones. So you don't even have to do it. You don't even need to know how to trade. All you need to do is be able to count numbers. If you know numbers, you can do this. And so again, if you don't want those big old zones, look, you could go to a shorter, smaller time frame, like the 1 minute. All right. And then right here, if I look here and I'm measuring the bottom of the box, and let me make this super big for you. All right. And look how many times, like you can count how much money you can make in here. Look at this. I'm about to put this in right now. So this is at 183.33, and the bottom of that box is 330. Okay. So again, I only want you to take 5, right? But you can extend it out to the bottom of the candle to make sure you got 5. But don't go past the top of the box. So if the top of the box is 33, you want a 5 point zone, just take it down to the bottom and you're good because it's not the consolidation in here. And I probably would pull it to the bot to a point below that box. So I probably would go 32. Okay? Because you don't want to be wicked in. You want to Get off the trade alive. All right, today is Nevaeh Payne's birthday, so I have got to go. So party over here and get ready for the day. Any questions I can answer for you before we hop off? Don't forget the Pitmaster will be live tomorrow. Do not miss his session. I will be back on Friday morning for the same time. And then I really will focus strictly on futures for the futures trader, but I try to make it so that you can convert futures and Forex and make money in both your accounts at the same time. Any questions before we hop off?
Whose birthday is today?
Nevaeh Payne.
Oh, Nevaeh. Nevaeh. Wow. Tell her mama I said happy birthday.
I will let her know. She's
Uncle
been asking
Niece.
for 90 days. It's my birthday today. It's my birthday. And then I say, Nay, when is your birthday? May the 15th. And then I say something like, it's January, Nay. It's not May yet, okay? But today is May the 15th, so she won. It is her birthday.
Wow.
Woo!
Okay.
Happy birthday!
I will let her know. All right, everybody, have an amazing day. We look forward to seeing you in the market in the chat. If you got questions, let us know. Bye.